Oh no, will Marinette remain guardian? Will Waze be connected with Master Fu? Can Marinette wrangle in the Kwamis? You'll have to watch the rest of this video to see. Hey everyone, welcome to AnimePuffz. I'm your host Wiley, and today I'm going to be talking about Miraculous Ladybug Season 4 episode Furious Fu. So if you like this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Share if you care. Let's get to it. And while we're at it, my Patreon is now live. You can pledge to my Patreon for exclusive content. And I am also available on social media. Social media is free. I have an Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and a Twitter. So please make sure you go check me out over there. All of my socials are at AnimePuffz. The links will be in the description box. Let's go. Okay, so as I mentioned in my spoiler-free review for Furious Fu, not much happened. We just learned a little bit about Suhan's relationship with Master Fu, and we also got a little bit more Kwami lore, so that was really cool. However, I think this episode really posed an important question, like, will Marinette be able to handle the pressure of being guardian? I feel like this episode, along with the last few episodes of season 3 of Miraculous Ladybug, are all leading up to an explosion that may happen within Marinette. So let's talk about it. So we open up the episode with Marinette going to visit Fu, and all of the Kwamis want to go with her. This moment was so cute. We really got a chance to see how much Master Fu mattered to all of the Kwamis besides Waze. Like, I think it's clear that Waze has a really strong attachment to Master Fu because Waze has been at Master Fu's side for such a long time, so it's natural for Waze to miss his master. But it was also nice seeing how much the other Kwamis care about Master Fu and how much they miss him because he's not around, because of Master Fu basically losing his memory and stepping down as guardian. So Marinette only wanted to take one Kwami with her, but she decided to take all of them because they began to protest staying at home and they really want to see Master Fu again. So she gives in and she takes them with her, and we get this cute scene of Marinette at the train station trying to board the train, but the Kwamis are making so much noise that it causes attention. So Marinette looks so silly trying to like get the Kwamis to calm down.
Ai, esse celular tocando sozinho outra vez. Se ele não parar agora mesmo, eu juro que ele vai acabar no lixo.
Like, I love when Marinette is like quirky and clumsy without being creepy. Like, those are like iconic moments. Like, it's so relatable. Next, we cut to a scene where Marinette meets up with Master Fu and his girlfriend, or his significant other, Marion, in the park, and they have a cute little picnic. And we kind of see Waze act out of character in this moment because Waze manages to get outside of Marinette's backpack where she's keeping all of the Kwamis in order for Master Fu to see him. So that was so cute. It's like Waze is typically the responsible one. For him to slide out of the backpack in order to get one last glance at Fu, that was cute. And this is really out of character for Waze, so it was nice to see how much Waze cared. So after the lunch date, Marinette returns home to find Suhan, another guardian of the Miraculous, waiting for her inside of her room. And I'm just gonna call it like I see it. That was kind of creepy.
Ele parecia forte como tigre.
Mas que pintura diferente.
Sobrou algum bolo? Eu falei que eu tava com um mau pressentimento.
Like, Marinette doesn't even know this dude and he's just there. I can't. I'm not even gonna get into that. Y'all probably already know how I feel about that. But Suhan basically says that he was responsible for the Miraculous before Master Fu messed things up. And he is just like trash talking Master Fu. And I honestly feel like everything that came out of Suhan's mouth was feedback that fans were giving the Miraculous team. This is cute on the MLB team's part. But Suhan is not playing games. He's over here roasting Master Fu. But Suhan mentions in his rant that he does not think that Marinette is a good fit as guardian. And this is where we see Marinette like dry snitch. She tells him all the business. She tells him what happened with Nuru and what happened with Duzu, or Du-Su. Yeah, she just tells him everything. I'm like, girl, do not tell him this. Keep her low. You just making things worse for yourself, girl. But I understand why she did it. She kind of panicked a little bit. In this scene, we learned something very important. Suhan says that guardians must not wear a Miraculous, and I thought this made sense. It has been mentioned in this show that if a person wears too many of the Miraculouses, they can become corrupted, and it'll just take over their mind and kind of like drive them a bit insane. So it would make sense for the Miraculous Guardian not to have a Miraculous so that they can give it to other people and manage other people. But the fact that Marinette is able to do all of this is kind of like showing how strong she is. It just goes to show how much weight she's been carrying on her shoulders. So Marinette takes Suhan to see Cat Noir. And of course, Cat Noir's kind of protesting the whole situation with Suhan. Suhan basically wants to strip Marinette and Cat Noir of their Miraculouses and give them to adults. And neither one of them are interested in giving him the Miraculouses. They think that they can handle the situation fine. So they end up getting into a whole brawl with Suhan. Suhan ends up finding Master Fu in a park with Marian, and Suhan for some reason thinks that Master Fu has his staff, when in actuality, all it is a cane. So Suhan kind of like wrestles with Master Fu over his cane. So this was like such a terrible scene. I'm like, Suhan, you're going around beating up the elderly? Like, really? This is what we do here?
Entregue seu cajado, franguinho chorão. Você não merece cajado.
Perdeu a cabeça, meu jovem.
Deixa meu marido em paz.
Já chega. Tolo, está me fazendo perder tempo precioso.
Ultimately, Master Fu gets akumatized. The gang ends up defeating Master Fu and de-akumatizing him. And Suhan decides to stay in Paris. He allows Marinette to remain the guardian, and he also apologizes to Master Fu, and Master Fu quickly forgives him. So the biggest takeaways that I got from this episode is that, one, again, Marinette is going to have a difficult time managing these Kwamis. So the Kwamis, plus the heartbreak of losing Luca, plus Marinette and Ladybug not knowing what to do about their feelings towards Adrian, could very much so be a reason for Marinette to get akumatized. Now we're finally seeing a reason. Because honestly, y'all know I have been critical of this. Is like, Marinette's life was almost perfect. So there was no reason for her to get akumatized. So I didn't think that it would happen. Or it wouldn't have happened with all the information that we had from like the first 3 seasons. But now it's starting to make sense. So good job on the writer's part. I feel like honestly, they're really trying to make Marinette appear to be more human and more flawed. I'm totally here for this. But I do have 2 pieces of criticism. So one piece of criticism would be, or one question that I would have is like, again, what was the point of Master Fu giving up his guardianship? So for me, the stakes have been decreased because at the end of season 3, it was such a big moment when Master Fu lost his memory, gave up his guardianship over the Miraculous. And we were posed with this question of whether or not Master Fu and Marinette will be able to interact with each other anymore because he didn't know who she was. So honestly, what were the consequences of her actions in season 3? So I know for a fact that she's going to have a difficult time in season 4 as the new guardian. And then we know that her love life is in shambles, but there was no major consequence. Now they kind of patched that up. So the show basically reset itself. And what I'm just realizing is that season 3 just didn't happen. We can go into further detail about that at a later date. Like the whole entire show reset. The show basically reset itself back to the 2nd season with the exception of a few moments. So we're just gonna pretend like season 3 just didn't happen. It's kind of disappointing, but if that's the way that the writers want to go, that's fine. And then lastly, my last bit of criticism was like, yo, we really had Suhan over here attacking Master Fu. Like, what? And this is not the first time that Master Fu has gotten them hands. But anyways, please let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Do you think that Marinette will be able to handle the pressure of being a guardian and the pressure of having her love life in shambles? Do you think that she will get akumatized this season? And please let me know what you think about the character Suhan. I'd love to hear from you all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.